In most cases, the shape of the face, the facial features, the symmetry, and the facial aesthetics are oftentimes ignored when designing the front teeth, which can lead to less than perfect results. This is why the software department of Hack Dental has developed G-Design. The Lite version can quickly and easily determine and outline the facial axes and the incisal edge by a simple automatic analysis of a portrait photo of the patient, and facilitates the further transfer of the information to the dental laboratory, thus rendering a precise guidance for any design in aesthetical dentistry. Start by taking a portrait photo of the patient using a lips and cheek retractor so that the gingiva is also exposed. Make sure the image is sharp and is taken perpendicularly to the face. The patient's head should be straight, looking directly into the camera lens. Launch the G-Design Lite application you have installed on your computer. Press New to start a new project. Box 1 should contain the patient's name. In Box 2, please load the patient's portrait photo. Press Auto for automatic detection of the pupils. The two symmetrical points that mark the pupils can be set manually if the user prefers to do so. Once the pupil marks are set, be it automatically or manually, the two buttons on the left corresponding to them will light up green. Resetting those marks is also possible by simply pressing the respective buttons, which will then light up red. After the pupil marks are set, the application will automatically rotate the image so that the line between the two marks is perfectly horizontal, and will then highlight the facial axes, the incisal edge, and the guiding lines. All these axes can be set manually, depending on the case, for rendering the information needed in the perfect design. The facial axes can be repositioned by using the mouse or the arrow keys on the keyboard. Pressing and holding Shift allows for a finer and more precise repositioning of the axes. The same can be done for the incisal edge. Its convexity can be modified symmetrically by dragging the ends of the curve, or asymmetrically by pressing S and dragging each of the ends. The guiding lines help the transfer of these axes onto the plaster cast or into the mouth cavity. The two dotted red lines can be placed according to user preferences. In this case, they are placed tangent to the upper and lower frontal gingival margins. After setting the two dotted red lines, the continuous red line is placed above them so that the values are the lowest. The ratio of the distance between the dotted red lines and the continuous red line is as small as possible. If the vertical axis does not cross the midline papilla, or if a different position is desired, this can be transferred to the model by the vertical guiding line, which will be set according to a nearby reference point, the lip frenulum, the mesial edge of a tooth, etc. To hide the guiding line, press Hide or the H key. Show Ax will also hide the axes and the incisal edge. Press Show Image to hide the photo. For a better visualization and contrast, you can modify the thickness and color of each line, selecting the preferred lines and using the cursors and buttons in the center of the left panel. To finish the process, you can capture the portrait photo and the existing information by pressing Print Screen. You can access previous images by pressing Library or by browsing the application database. The image can be sent via email or any other method to the laboratory or to fellow dentists. Press Save and choose the target directory to save your project. By pressing Open, you can open one of your previous projects. Press Info for more information. An ample guide for using this software can be found in the document named Help in your G-Design Lite pack. The information rendered using the guiding lines onto the portrait photo of the patient facilitate the transfer of the axes onto the plaster cast or into the oral cavity, also using the incisal edge as reference to ensure a precise design for the limits of the front teeth. G-Design users can check the final result and see if the dental aesthetic has been done according to the facial axes.